Where did Moldova come from? Moldova is the least visited country in Europe. It's small, landlocked, and tucked away in the Far East. It doesn't even have its own language, but its history is worth admiring. Moldova has always been squeezed between great empires. It has endured centuries of warfare. It still came out independent. But Moldova today is once again fractured. Moldova has had different names, including Moldavia, but its boundaries have stayed more or less the same. It's the little area squeezed between the Dniester River and the Carpathian Mountains. The name Moldova comes from the Moldova River. Interestingly, the river flows through present-day Romania. Moldova's territory has seen various inhabitants. In antiquity, it was the Dacian tribes. Then came the Bulgars, Pechenegs, Kipchaks, Tatars, and the Mongols. The establishment of Moldavia is credited to Dragoș of Bedwu. The Vlach nobleman arrived in 1359. His people from Marmureș soon followed. In the 1350s, Dragoș created a polity under the Kingdom of Hungary. Moldavia served as a shield against the Tatars. Bogdan I of Cuia became its first independent ruler. He rejected Hungarian authority in 1359. He seized power by force. Bogdan the Founder reigned as the first voivode of Moldavia. Moldavia spent the 15th century fighting off Hungary and the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Then the Ottomans turned up. Moldavia became an Ottoman vassal in 1512. It was a place that saw war fairly often. Much of that war was with the Russian Empire. In 1812, Russia annexed half of Moldavia, known as Bessarabia. In 1859, the Russians lost the Crimean War. They returned Bessarabia to the remaining Moldavia. Moldavia and Wallachia united to create Romania, but Russia ended up getting these lands back. 20 years later, Moldova remained part of Romania into the 20th century. The local population generally supported this arrangement, but Joseph Stalin wanted Bessarabia back under Moscow rule. In 1939, the Soviet Union and Germany signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. This secret agreement divided Eastern Europe. Bessarabia was designated Soviet territory. In 1940, Stalin presented Romania with an ultimatum: surrender Bessarabia or we'll seize it forcibly. Romania complied. The Moldavian SSR was established. The Soviets emphasized the difference between Moldovans and Romanians. They even introduced the term Moldovan language. Linguistically, Moldovan is identical to Romanian. Moldova achieved independence in 1991, the day before the Soviet Union ceased to exist. But one of its regions had broken away a year earlier. Transnistria had a significant Russian and Ukrainian population. There was a movement for the reunification of Moldova and Romania. Russian speakers saw this as a threat to their identity. The conflict in Transnistria escalated in 1992. Russia-backed separatists declared their own government. They established an army and fought against Moldovan forces. The conflict eventually ended with a ceasefire, but the status of Transnistria remains unresolved. No country, not even Russia, recognizes its independence.